where there is high voltage drama that is presently underway on the streets of Pakistan's Lahore city. Protesters who are supporting the former Prime Minister Imran Khan reportedly clashed with the police as they are continuing with their massive protest despite the prohibitory orders that have been put in place for a period of 7 days. The authorities in the Punjab province have cited the overall security situation in the wake of terrorism and threat alerts for restricting protest rallies, but Imran Khan's opposition party, the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, had other plans. It scheduled a massive women's march for today. The police, of course, were seen cracking down on the women's march. Several participants were also reportedly lathi-charged by the police. Now, the use of force on women has happened on the occasion of International Women's Day, and reports say that scores of PTI workers were in fact taken into police custody. All roads leading to the former Prime Minister and the PTI chairman Imran Khan's Zaman residence were cordoned off. Water cannons were used on the protesters to try and disperse the PTI workers. The police officials also smashed the windows of the cars. Meanwhile, reports in fact say that Imran Khan is consulting with his party leaders at his residence over the situation. The Interior Minister Rana Sanaullah has also come out in defence of the Punjab government's decision, addressing a press conference in Islamabad. And he said that action was taken as 3 demonstrations were about to take place in the same vicinity. He's also justified the crackdown, raising concerns over the volatility of the situation. And to give us more insights in terms of what's exactly happening in Pakistan at this moment, we're being joined in by our Pakistan Bureau Chief Anas Malik, who's joining us live on this broadcast. Anas, bring us up to speed with what is happening with these protests. Imran Khan seems to be very popular with the masses, but the government is not keen on letting his supporters take to the streets. Tell us more.
Well, it's been a day of protest here in Pakistan, Saleh. It won't be wrong to say, first being here where I am, the Aurat March or the Women's Day March, there were 2 protests that were planned or 1 being unplanned. That's what the authorities say. I'm standing here outside the National Press Club. What you see behind me is cordoned off area. This is where we saw a minor altercation or a minor clash between the Aurat March protesters and the police and the administration. They've now marched from here towards the D Chowk, right from the F6 supermarket area, whereas the counter-protest has proceeded from the road that is towards my left, that is from the Stock Exchange side or the Saudi Park Tower side. So those counter-protests have been ongoing. The police say that one of these protests did not have permission to be here and that they were trying to avert a clash. With that, the second protest, and I think that was probably the highlight today, which is currently ongoing, Imran Khan was to take out a rally in Lahore, and his rally was tipped to be the election rally or the commencement of the election campaign for Punjab polls. This was planned and this was well announced in time. Last night, as per the PTI leadership, the administration had approved the route and the security plan as well. But this morning, we saw a notification coming in from the Punjab Home Department that had basically barred any protest or any gathering of more than 5 people under Section 144 and imposed Section 144. After that, we saw that outside Zaman Park, which is Imran Khan's Lahore residence, workers who were gathered, they've been bait and charged, they've been tear gassed, they've been water cannoned. We've seen those visuals where police can be seen using aggressive use of force on empty cars, breaking windshields. The police say that this is sheer brutality. They've been name calling as well, but those visuals are absolutely gut-wrenching, and it's more what we say is a deja vu from 2014, from the model town, from what happened in model town back in 2014 June. Saleh?
Absolutely indeed, and also the visuals that we've got on us, the way the police has in fact gone about trying to disperse the protesters. Questions are going to be asked about, did the police need to use that kind of force? And some of those visuals, it's also come forward that the police were seen to be at least lightly lathi-charging some of the women protesters who had gathered there. Tell us as to how the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, Imran Khan's party, is responding to this because the manner in which the crackdown has happened appears to be very political.
Absolutely, it is brutal by all means. It won't be wrong to say on that. But the police have their side of justification, saying that Section 144 was imposed, and this is in order to prevent the violation of Section 144. That is the police version. But if that was the case, then why were the PTI given the permission to begin with for this rally? Why were the PTI given the route and approved security plan for this rally? They've been water cannon, they've been tear gas, not just ordinary PTI workers, but on Women's Day, 2 PTI women as well. And that is something that these visuals are probably going to haunt the administration going forward in the longer run. The PTI government, the PTI leadership has been calling on the government, calling them as a quote-unquote fascist regime. That's what they say. But on the other hand, the Punjab government definitely, or the interim Punjab government, because remember we have polls in Punjab on the 30th of April, the election schedule just came out today, and the interim Punjab government has a lot on its hand with regards to explanations that needs to be done in order to justify for what they have, whatever that they have done today.
Absolutely, indeed. Thank you very much indeed, Anas, for joining us and getting us all those insights there. We'll of course come back to you as more details emerge in the story. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.